Hello everybody and welcome back to Fate Extra. Now, this episode is just like most of the other episodes in which I see some cutscenes, go through the arena, and that's about it. This video is really going to be shorter than what it was, but I decided to add some little bits of extra footage simply because they matched what was going. Because I'm essentially done with the arena. If I added that those little pieces of extra footage with the first floor of the arena anyway. Caster says we should avoid contact, but as long as you avoid the center of the map, you should. There's no reason why you should. Well, let me rephrase that. As long as you avoid the center of the map, you have no worry. You don't need to worry about facing the enemy. Because remember, Ronnie told us to search for something, and they'll only attack us if we go to the thing we're supposed to search for, and which is in the center of the map. So I explored the entirety of the map before I head towards that data. That extra data or whatever it was. This guy likes to do guard a lot, so if you do similar things to what I'm doing, you should be fine. Well, what I find kind of funny is that the recommended level for this boss that the game tells us is level 24. I'm level 23. I'm not done grinding, but as of because I want to get enough SP points to get a certain passive ability, and what the passive ability does, I believe, is that every turn I recover 10% of my MP, which would be extremely useful. So that's why I want that. I think I only need one more level, but I'm level 27. At the time of this recording, I'm level 27. I'm still in the arena on the final day, though, and that's only when you can really explore it, when you're at full health. But even then, there is an enemy there that if you want to upgrade Caster's certain skill that Caster has, you need to kill all 5 or 6 rare monsters. I am gonna go after all the rare monsters to upgrade Caster's Bestial Sky, something like that. What it does originally, the skill increases your magic damage by 200, your next magic attack by 250%, and when it's upgraded, instead of 250, it's 400%, which is a decent upgrade. So, and so far these rare monsters aren't difficult, as all I had to do was spam my skills essentially, and I was able to defeat them pretty easily. I mean, I am over leveled, so. But in this game, it's not really that much of a problem to grind, since as you go on, as you kill enemies, it eventually will show you their entire pattern to you. So grinding gets easier as you fight more enemies. It's just that in the second floor, it's a bit difficult to do that because you're playing a mini game where you have to kill a bunch of certain type of enemies. You have to kill more than your opponent, and it's a little bit difficult because your opponent is well, it's not a bit difficult because I think your opponent doesn't move while you're facing the monsters, but I waste a lot of MP just trying to kill those monsters real fast because I thought that they would still move while I was fighting, but that isn't the case. So you should be fine on the arena days if you don't use your skills on the enemies, but I wasn't sure of the enemies' actual capabilities, the ones that we had to kill, which is why I was a bit skill happy. I killed them in one shot though, but that was because I boosted my skill's power by 250% using that skill, and then I used the skill. Shock, you want to get the storm oil here, as they'll be useful during the the Monster Hunt, as the minigame's called, later. I believe there's a Shockwave First Strike formal wear as well, which will do a similar thing. So if you have that, then you can use that instead of the formal Second Strike. But as far as I'm aware, I don't have the First Strike, so I'm just going to use the one that this dungeon gives you. What it does is it stuns enemies, and when you stun enemies, their first 2 attacks are they're stunned for their first 2 attacks. So if you're having trouble fighting the enemies here, you probably want to go get that formal wear, equip it, and use and stun enemies. You don't have to be right next to an enemy to stun them. You have to, as long as they're in your line of sight, you should be able to stun them. So if you're having trouble, use that. Oh, and use that skill too, which will give caster more defense. I do have a bit of close calls in this arena, but it's never to a point where I don't lose. I only lose in the arena on the second floor of the arena because I pushed my luck. When we get to that, I'll talk more about it. But overall, the arenas aren't too bad. Because I'm caster, I'm a bit weak, and I've been doing defense and attack evenly. I should probably be putting a bit more in defense, but meh. So it's not too difficult, this floor. Or the next floor, for that matter. Just that if you let the enemy attack you enough, you will die. No, I'm kind of disappointed. Not disappointed. Annoyed, I should say, that there isn't any good MP restoring items in the commissary. Because I have a crap ton of money, and I can buy a bunch of healing items, but I can't buy any MP restoring items for my guy. So I ended up using the drops, and I'm running low on those drops. I don't want to use all of them, but I do use quite a bit because the enemies do drop them in, if not this floor, the next floor. Which is also why grinding is good, because enemies drop items as well. So if you know all the enemy patterns, because you killed so many of them, you can just grind for items and grind at the same time. I may grind to level 30, that will be pushing it, but I may just grind to that level because I have enough footage to last me for the rest of the week and possibly a bit of next week as well. So I have quite a bit of time before I need to actually record. So if I feel like it, oh no, well actually I do have a time limit because I do need to record Super Robot Wars, and I can only do that on my PSP. So I do need to record a little bit more once it becomes what is today? Wednesday? Yeah, when it becomes Thursday. So anyway, you approach this. I don't know what happens when you click when you press don't when you choose a don't approach option, but you need to do this. And there's little Ronnie. Whoa. This anorexic party clown. Oh. If you want to observe them, if you choose the option, press up, strike while the iron's hot. Not gonna be good for you because this guy will just spam skills. It is possible to survive it if you're very over leveled. But right now I won't let you do much besides I won't let you do much besides get the cipher trigger, cipher key, whatever the heck it's called, on this day. So there really is no point in fighting them. I don't like little Ronnie. Little Ronnie's kind of insane. So this guy has sort of a weird thing for caster, but that mode. Yeah, little Ronnie and her servant is they're both insane, so that's fun, right? Yes, it would. So because of little Ronnie's mood, we don't have to fight them today. So yeah, let's retreat, so we don't have to be here anymore. Even though they're in front of us and we're closer to the cipher key, cipher trigger, they suddenly appear there, so that's fun. So you can't get it on this day unless you want to fight them, but even then you'll probably die. As I do show off my death against them on the second floor of the arena, as they kill caster in one hit, so that's fun. Anyway, there's no point in us being in the arena anymore. You could grind, but there are other days where you could grind. So like the next day, like day 2 and day 3. I think I grinded level 26 in this arena, in this first floor. I didn't actually expect to record a lot of this game yesterday. I recorded like around 2 hours of footage for this game, which is quite a lot for a session of recording. I usually don't record that much, but I was watching at the same time. I was more listening to rather than watching Brain Scratch Comms. They're another YouTube channel, and I enjoy their content. There are 4 guys that do similar to they're 4 guys, and they all commentate over a video. They have guests, and maybe sometimes one of them isn't there, but most of the time they're all there. And they upload once a day during the weekday, I believe. I don't think they upload during the weekend, but they might upload during the weekend too. And I've been watching their videos as I've been recording, and I must say it makes the recording a lot more interesting, I guess. It lets me record for longer durations without getting without wanting to switch to another game, because if I'm not playing a game, I'm usually watching a video of some kind. But I like the background noise when I'm doing stuff. So we have this dream. I don't know why we're having this dream here. Don't know what it means, but I guess we'll find out eventually, won't we? Wow, it's only been 15 minutes. I feel like it's been a long time for me. No, it hasn't. I don't understand why we aren't in our private room and we're just in the classroom. Were we just sleeping in one of the desks or something? Oh god. Anyway, it's the evening and we have a bit to do today, if I remember correctly. I wasn't, but are you gonna do something past me, or just gonna stay here? Oh, there you go. Yep. So Ronnie is on the 3rd floor, I believe. So we should I think I go there as soon as this cutscene ends. There we go. I remember I was being interrupted here during my recording session, which is why I stopped. I think so. Uh-huh.
Hi.
Oh. Oh. Okay. A demi-wraith. I don't. Oh, so dreams don't happen in this virtual world. Supposedly, anyway. Interesting. Oh yeah, don't worry about getting well, you know how we got a lot of the information for our other enemies like relatively soon. Like we got, you know, Matrix level 2, like at least before we reached the second floor of the arena, or right when we got to the second floor of the arena. During this week, that really isn't the case. Like you don't get like all the information necessary until like the day before. You have to battle the enemy. So, like you don't get Matrix level 2 or Matrix level 3 until like the day before. That's what I'm saying. So don't worry about being Matrix level 1. If you do what I do, you should be fine. Yeah. No. I explored the entire thing. What are you talking about? I doubt this dialogue would change if you defeated quote unquote defeated little Ronnie. But for some reason, whenever you survive 3 turns, your opponent thinks they lost. I don't know why. That always happens, but yeah. Anyway, get the necessary healing items, and that's about it. Hang on, let me see. Do we get that's the wrong. Let me see here. When do we get? Alright, we finally get... Okay, the next week is when we are finally able to purchase MP restoring... good MP restoring items that are much better than the ones we can currently buy at the shop. Alright, oh yeah, so it looks like I don't do much. Alright, yeah, so I don't do anything else in the school besides go back to the arena, I think. Let me check. Let me see here. Do we need to do anything on that day? Nope. So what I'm doing, you're probably wondering why I haven't, you know, cut. Well, that's because I'm showing you where the first rare monster you can encounter, where his location is. He spawns here. He only spawns once, so you don't have to worry about grinding. You don't have to worry about him coming back. He only spawns on this day, I believe. So if you haven't fought him, or if you just skipped him, you've ruined your chance to actually get an upgraded skill for caster, and perhaps, and I think for your other servants as well. Servants for your other, well, for archer and saber. They're called servants, right? Yeah. So because I am paranoid, I just spam skills. But if you just spam skills like I did, I should have spammed a skill for the final move, but it doesn't matter. I kill them all the same. The other enemies in this floor don't really require MP, so I'm not really too worried about them. And he's defeated. Oh, we did it. Hooray! And it actually gives us quite a bit of experience, considering how over-leveled we are. So I imagine if you're lower leveled than me, he'd be a bit tougher. He is tougher than the other enemies, so be prepared when you're going in to fight him. Anyway, I leveled up to level 25. Got 6 skill points. So that's good. Bit of footage, so I think I show off a majority of the next day. Oh yes, the only other thing I need to show in the arena is we're missing Taiga's request. So I believe we'll talk to Taiga during the day 3, get a request, and get the final treasure. In that first floor. You know, a family member of mine is currently playing, and I'm in the other room, and they're talking to other people. And if you guys can hear them, they're in the other room. They're in another room. There's a small hallway between us. Maybe... How many meters would that be? 10, 15, maybe even 20? 20 meters away, something like that. They aren't too far away. I don't really use 10. I think 10 meters is a good distance. If I'm thinking right. Maybe a little bit more than that. But they're pretty far away, and if you can hear them, they're talking pretty loudly because I'm wearing headphones right now, and I can hear them through my headphones. There really is no real reason for them to talk so loudly. Hey, Gawain. He gave us his name, right? Yeah, I don't know why it's still question mark, question mark, question mark. Pretty sure he gave us his name already. Well, Leo gave us his name anyway. There's a reason why Leo isn't afraid of giving out information, but we'll find that out much later. Isn't afraid about giving information of his about his servant anyway. Yeah, during this week, our character is having an existential crisis for some reason. It doesn't matter who you choose to remember here. I just did whatever. Yeah, that's the case. I don't know why I said that. Well, I mean, I think I meant to say something like that, and that's that, but eh. Right now I'm waiting for my converter to arrive so I can test it out. Let's see if it works. I'm sure it would. It sure will work because I looked up. I looked it up, and other people have it. Have converters working for them. So I'm hoping that it will allow me to record PS3 games and PS2 games because I need to record PS2 games. Anything that has an AV cable that allows for AV cables will work. So anyway, same thing as they always do. And I believe I get the new skill, and that this is the skill that allows me to that increases your magic by 250%. Bestial Sky, yeah. Bestial Sky. Well, that's good. So yeah, we have to find one more item for Taiga in the arena. Oh yeah, I'm going to see Rin. Alright, there we go. Well, Sakuramoto is an AI, so... Hey. I don't think there's any way to circumvent Seraph's rules. You know something, Rin? Yeah. Well, what's wrong, Rin? Oh. That's what I've been saying all along. We're an NPC. Huh. We're just data? Oh. Yeah. I still think we're an NPC. So we'll stick by it. Although this conclusion probably is right, that the fact that we've disconnected from our body, but... Anyway, I'm back from that interruption, but yeah, I think that the game's probably right. The fact that that we just disconnected from our bodies somehow, that or we're like an NPC or something that, or the moon cell itself. There's like several possibilities right now of what we could be. Well, I don't think we're the moon cell itself. Well, I think the reason we have general knowledge of things, and you know, the reason why we just don't remember anything like completely, is because we still have the memories from the simulation which were implanted onto us, which is why we still have memories of generic information. Well, that's just my spin on things anyway. We'll find out what actually is the truth as we play through the game, I suppose. Anyway, since I have the money, I buy more ether fragments and ether shards. There really is no reason to save them to the money, so yeah. How much longer is this video going to go on? 2 more minutes. Well, I suppose there's no reason for me to keep going. I don't think there's anything else I need to explain. I'll watch for a little longer, but as we reach the 1 minute mark, I'm probably going to stop. Oh, no, there's these guys. Hey, little Ronnie. Yeah, we meet again, little Ronnie. Oh. Okay. Was Ronnie imprisoned or something? God damn it. I know this guy's name, so I kind of want to say it, but how does he know we're the Master of Casting? Well, I guess Dave saw us fight in the arena. Well, little Ronnie seems to have the ability to just hide her presence, because you'll see later that she just appears out of nowhere several times, but anyway. This video is going to be over in a few seconds, well, 30 seconds. So, I'll see you guys again next time, whenever that is. Bye.